Hi there, this is my submission for the Element 8, so it kind of wraps up the Course 2, L1 Course 2. And what I've done basically is I've just kind of added my notes and added the video evidence and kind of compiled this all into the same spreadsheet here. So you can see when each area was present in the video. Ultimately, I submitted 3 videos, and I tried to cover as many things as I possibly could. I definitely wanted to really showcase a little bit of, the engagement and the community and culture that we've created here in the class, and a lot of the things that we do to make that happen. So a lot of my focus was definitely on the metacognitive, the efficacy and agency, the belonging and self-esteem, and the comfort, safety, and order, and engagement. So that was I felt like was a bigger, stronger area for me on these videos. So we can just go down them one by one. Proficiency scales. The first element was definitely present in 2 of the videos that I had. In the one, I demonstrated how I begin every single lesson with a reference sheet that the students have, and we go over their personal tracking matrices. I also demonstrated how in the conversation with Guillermo that we went over, that we utilize those proficiency scales very heavily. That's something that we focus on a lot, and what I feel like is a huge part of having a competency-based classroom. During assessment and feedback, talked a lot about with Guillermo. That was the big part. Was showing those assessments that I use. Talking about just the different things. And that's just within math. Talking about the different exit tickets that I use. Talking about the different websites, and then the summative assessment on that one. That's that's a small portion of the assessment that goes on and feedback that goes on in this classroom. But I thought a nice example and a focused one. All of these things were things that we're just kind of doing recently, and something that I felt like would be a good example to show. Definitely some of these things I tried to show, but videos didn't turn out that well. I'm also still trying to overcome a certain obstacle of going from my phone, videos on my phone, to being able to put them in with videos that I take with the computer camera here. So that was a little bit of a slowdown or an obstacle for me. So assessment and feedback was shown on that one. Proficiency scale instruction was also shown on the video 6, where the students, we were talking about a lesson that I had given previously about revising and editing, and so that was part of that one. It was more so a wrap up in a bit, I guess, but we just had structured practice on that learning target on revising and editing, where the students learn the mnemonic devices of cups and arms to help them with revising and editing. The general instruction one is one that I feel like is lightest and least represented here, and unfortunately that was a big element of that revising and editing lesson that I tried to get on video that didn't end up working out. Was we did the cups exercise, and then we went outside into the hallway. I always do gallery walks with my students when it comes to revising and editing their writing, or a lot of different things for that matter. But anyways, anytime they want to get student feedback, I have them put their stuff up in the hallway, because I feel it's a really nice space to be able to do that. And we have bulletin boards all over the hallway, so they can easily attach their stuff up there. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. So the gallery walk is something that we do a lot of, and that was something that happened in that video. Let me make sure I'm rolling here. Yeah. That's something that happened a lot in that video, that happened a lot with that lesson, the general instruction lesson, where the students are revising and editing strategies, and they're reviewing content that was previously addressed in the video. We talked about the content that was previously addressed, and the students are hopefully revising and editing or correcting errors in their understanding of content that we previously addressed through that lesson. So that one was there. Engagement and metacognitive and efficacy and agency and belonging and self-esteem and comfort, safety and order were all addressed through definitely two of the videos. The one about my enrichment time was just huge as far as covering a lot of those engagement. The students are interested in what they're doing in that enrichment time. And the culture that's and the community that's been created by that has allowed for a lot of safety and order. It showed the comfort of my classroom and the students that within their daily interactions and and how they operate in this classroom. The video with the students giving the kudos time, where I had my supervisor, my head supervisor, in front of the classroom. That one's evidenced in the belonging and self-esteem, or belonging and esteem, excuse me, where the students are they're giving points to each other, they're giving kudos to each other. They were reading the links, the Rachel's Challenge links. They're talking about positive things that they're seeing in class. I mean, it's just a daily thing that we do, and we do that several times a day. We do that in our morning meeting as well. The efficacy and agency is a big part of that as well then, and about that enrichment time, and the students having just kind of control over what topics they're doing, control over each other, giving them that voice and that choice within the classroom. The roles that I give them, the roles that they're assigned is huge. The leadership opportunities is huge, and that spreads down into the metacognitive and life skills, where the students, they have to self-evaluate, they have to evaluate each other, they have to have leadership skills, they have to set, make plans for what they're doing, they have to follow a job description, and once they're done, they have to figure out what to do next and all this. So that enrichment time really highlighted a lot of that stuff. And then the video 6 where the students were doing where the students are up front, that also included me then going over something, and that also included me at the end doing the metacognitive and life skills, because I want them to or metacognitive life skills, which was the survey that I'm doing for my element for my goal setting. And I wanted to include that because I want you to see that I have my goals posted in the classroom, and I talk to my students constantly about the goals that I've set for this high reliability teacher program. And but it's not just for the HRT, I guess, because I was doing it last year as well, where I had them posted in the classroom for just my teacher goals and the things that I'm working towards. And so my students have been an integral part of this process, of this HRT process. They understand what I'm going through, and they are supporting me on it. And so, I hope these three videos have kind of just given you a glimpse. It's definitely, it's not the same as being in the classroom and seeing everything happen. And there's a lot of things that I haven't shown that I could show. So if you'd like to see anything, if there's something that hasn't been shown, or if there's something you'd like to see more of, please let me know. We can either get you in here to hang out with the classroom. I'd love to have you in here. I'd love to have the kids interact with you and learn from you. Or B, I can always videotape something that you'd like to see more. Videotape. That's an old, antiquated term. So anyways, that's that. And like I said, let me know if there's any feedback that you'd like to see. Thank you.